Watch this before you buy again. 10 trends are quietly controlling you. This is not just shopping. A timer flashes. A drop sells out. Everyone posts it. And suddenly you are checking out on autopilot while your logic arrives late. I am breaking down 10 weird consumer trends and the simple brain trick behind each one, plus how to stop getting played. And fair warning, the first one is basically gambling with better packaging. Trend 1. Blind box collectibles like Pop Mart Labubu.
This is Vegas, but in a cute little cardboard box. You buy one, you open it, and for a second your brain goes full movie trailer. Please be the rare one. Please be the rare one.
Then it is the common one, and you feel that tiny drop in your stomach. And that should be the end, right? Except your brain immediately goes, okay, but what if the next one hits? That is the whole trick. Variable rewards. The same loop that keeps people pulling slot machines, because your brain gets hooked on the randomness. Brands just wrapped it in a toy and called it collecting, and suddenly grown adults are acting like they are assembling the Infinity Stones. Here is how you beat it without ruining the fun. Before you buy, ask yourself one question. Would I still be happy if I got the most common version every single time? If the answer is no, then you do not want the product. You want the chase. Now for the one that made adults fight over a water bottle like it was a PS5 drop. Trend 2 Stanley Quencher Tumbler Obsession. Somehow we reached a point where people own more tumblers than actual cups in their kitchen. It starts innocent. You buy one because, fine, hydration. Then a new color drops and your brain goes, this one is me. Next thing you know, you are hunting colors like Pokemon, and you are buying little accessories to dress the cup up like it's a pet that needs outfits. Drawer topper, handle charm, boot cover, the full Disney treatment. That's the trick. FOMO plus identity signaling. It is not just a cup anymore, it is a membership badge. An adult sippy cup turned into a personality. If you want to beat it, ask yourself one question before you buy the next color. Do I want the product, or do I want the feeling of belonging to the trend? If it is the feeling, congratulations, you just found the leash. Now for the one where research lasts 12 seconds. Trend 3. TikTok, shop, impulse buying, and live commerce.
This one is brutal because it feels like you are in control. You watch a quick demo, the creator smiles. The comments are screaming, I ordered too. And your brain goes, okay, that's basically a review.
Then TikTok makes buying so easy it is almost rude. No tabs, no effort, no time to think. Checkout happens like your thumb is on autopilot. The lever here is social proof and instant gratification. It is the modern version of QVC, except the host is your For You page, and it knows exactly what makes you impulsive. The algorithm did not read your mind. It trained it. Here's how you stop it without becoming boring. Anything non-essential gets one night. Save it, close the app, and if you still want it tomorrow when the hype has cooled, then fine. Most of the time, you will forget it existed, which tells you everything. Now for the trend that turned shopping into a dopamine subscription. Trend 4. Ultra-fast fashion hauls from Shein and Temu. This is the one where your cart turns into a black hole. You open the app for one thing, and suddenly you are adding 10 more because everything is cheap, everything is trending, and your brain keeps whispering, it's only a little more. You end up buying a whole new personality for the price of one nice meal. Then it arrives, half of it looks nothing like the photos, and you still feel weirdly excited because the package itself became entertainment.
That's the lever. Novelty, addiction, and low price anchoring. The cheap price makes every extra item feel harmless, like you are collecting snacks at a movie theater. It is not a haul.
It is a dopamine delivery. If you want a simple rule that actually works, buy fewer pieces and wear them 30 times. If you cannot imagine wearing it 30 times, it was never a deal. It was a distraction. Now for the next one, because it gets even sneakier. Trend 5. Dupe culture. This is funny because it starts as a smart idea. You see something expensive, you find a cheaper version, and you think, wow, I just outplayed the system. You post it. You flex it. You act like you personally humbled luxury brands in a boxing match. But here is what actually happens. The first dupe feels like a win, so your brain wants to win again. And again. Suddenly, you are not saving money. You are collecting alternatives. Same scent, different bottle. Same style, different logo. Same vibe, different checkout page. You did not beat luxury. You just bought the fantasy in a different bottle. The lever is status seeking with reduced guilt. You still get the feeling of, I own the thing, but your brain also gets to feel responsible. If you want to use dupes without getting played, decide what you actually care about before you buy. Is it performance? Is it smell? Is it fit? Is it durability? Pick the real standard, then buy one version that meets it. Do not turn saving money into a shopping hobby. Now for the one that turns adults into sprinters the moment a brand says drop. Trend 6. Product, drop culture, and limited releases. This is where brands stopped selling products and started selling mini-events. They do surprise releases, limited stock, exclusive colors, members-only access, and suddenly buying a hoodie feels like competing in the Olympics. People set alarms. People refresh pages. People brag that they secured the drop, like they rescued a hostage. The lever here is scarcity plus group hype. The product becomes proof that you were there at the right moment. Nothing makes people faster at spending than the words limited drop. Here is the simplest way to beat this trick. If it sells out, celebrate. Seriously, your money just survived an ambush. If you still want it a week later when no one is screaming about it, then fine, look for it again. But if the desire dies when the hype dies, it was never about the product. Now for the oldest trick in the internet book, the countdown timer that turns calm adults into panicked little rabbits. Trend 7. Countdown timers and time scarcity cues. You have seen it. Sale ends in 10 minutes. Only 3 left. Your cart will expire. And people start acting like the building will explode if they do not buy right now. The funniest part is that half the time the timer resets, it is basically a digital hostage situation. The lever is loss aversion and panic buying. Your brain hates the idea of missing out more than it enjoys the idea of gaining something. So you do not buy because you want it. You buy because you cannot stand the feeling of losing the deal. So no, you did not act fast. You got herded. Here is how you break it. Screenshot the offer, close the tab, and come back tomorrow. If it was real value, it will still be value when your nervous system is not in emergency mode. Now, let's move to the trend that turned packaging into the main product. Trend 8. Unboxing culture and packaging obsession. Unboxing culture is the reason some products arrive looking like they were delivered by the Avengers. Magnetic box, tissue paper, foam cutouts. A tiny card that says, "Welcome to the experience," like you just joined a secret society. And for about 8 seconds, it feels magical. You peel, lift, reveal, and your brain lights up like you just pulled off a heist. That is the trick. Ritual dopamine plus social sharing. Brands realized people do not just buy products anymore, they buy content. So they design packaging to look incredible on camera, because the unboxing becomes the product. Here is the reality check. If the best part is opening it, you bought entertainment, not utility. So try this before you buy. Imagine the product with all the packaging removed, sitting plain on a table. If it suddenly feels like a 5 out of 10, skip it. You were paying for the ceremony. Now for the one that made debt feel like a cute little monthly subscription. Trend 9. Buy now, pay later normalization. Buy now, pay later is dangerous because it feels harmless. 4 small payments. No big hit. No pain. It is like the financial version of, "I'll start dieting tomorrow." You see something expensive, and instead of asking, "Can I afford this?" your brain asks, "Can I afford the first payment?" And suddenly people are stacking installments like they are collecting side quests. That is the lever. Pain, free spending, and delayed consequence. The brain hates immediate pain, so splitting a price makes it feel smaller, even when the total is the same. And yes, research has found BNPL can increase spending compared to other payment methods because it reduces the feeling of cost in the moment. Here is the blunt truth. 4 small payments is still one big regret. If you cannot pay today, it is not affordable. It is postponed. Now for the one that might be the funniest and saddest at the same time, because it proves we will pay extra for anything if it goes viral. Trend 10. The viral New Year. 12 grapes ritual packs. This one is insane in the most human way. There is a New Year's tradition in some places where you eat 12 grapes at midnight for good luck. Cool, fun, harmless. Then the internet gets involved, it goes viral, and suddenly supermarkets start selling pre-counted grapes in plastic like it is a premium life hack. We really needed a packaged product to eat grapes. Humanity is tired. The lever here is ritual comfort plus social proof. People love rituals because rituals feel like control, especially at New Year, when everyone is anxious about the future. And when a ritual goes viral, it turns into a group activity. Nobody wants to be left out of the midnight grape moment, so people pay the trend tax. Here is the simple way to enjoy it, without getting played. Do the ritual if you want, but buy normal grapes. Count them yourself. Do not let viral packaging charge you extra for something your hands can do in 5 seconds. So the next time you feel that sudden urge to buy, run this quick filter. What lever is this pulling? Am I buying the product or the feeling? Will I care in 7 days? And if I did not see this online, would I still want it? You are not stupid for falling for this. You are human, but you do not have to be programmable. All right, your turn. Which trend got you personally? Comment the number. No shame. We are all recovering together.
And if you want more videos exposing the stuff people pretend they are immune to, subscribe to What Humans Hide. Next one is coming, and it is spicy.